In this video, I will be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing this IBAYE 1080p dashcam. So what's in the box? You get a 1080p front dash camera. You also get one waterproof rear camera, which is 720p. And why it's waterproof is that you can actually mount this one by your number plate at the back, and it also links up to your rear brake light, which has LEDs that can come on as well. So that's something you can do with this rear camera. You also get a user manual, a car stand, as well as a car charger, which is a cigarette lighter, and then you get a little plastic crowbar which you can use to fit the cabling through the car. You also get a 3-inch 1080p full HD IPS screen. It comes with night vision as well, the camera. The front camera has a 170-degree field of view, and the rear camera has a 140-degree field of view. You also get seamless loop recording, so it will just keep recording. If an accident does occur with the G sensor that's built in, it will emergency lock these files so that they cannot be deleted or overwritten for the loop recording. That's quite a nice feature for this dash cam. And this dash cam is very affordable. It's very affordable. Right now it's 40% off on Amazon, and for what it is actually quite good for the price. So if you want to get one and you're looking for a dash cam that can do the basics and that, this is the one for you.
I'm in the car now, ready to set up the IBAYE camera, and I do like the suction cup because then you can place it on the window wherever you want and you can maneuver it around without it having a permanent fixture like some dash cams. So I'm going to fix that up. So that's I've got there, and then I've got the cable which I'm going to be using, which is the cigarette lighter one, and it's got this connection on it which is not a USB-C. We'll see how it goes, and it should be a fairly quick setup. When looking at the camera view, you can change it. So you've got the rear camera in the top right, and if you press the top button on this side, you can see it then splits the screen. You press again, it will just show front, and if you press again, it will just show the rear, and then you press again, it goes back to that. And if you press down, it works okay. There's the screen on and off. And then when you power it off with the car, then it just says it will shut down in 10 seconds. So it finishes its recording and then switches off. So yeah, I will take the camera inside now and look at the USB footage, because there isn't an app that, from what I can see. And yeah, that's not great. In these times, I think everything seems to come with an app. So let's have a look and see. So this is what I was talking about. You can see how the power plug goes into the camera here, and then this piece here is knocking into it. Now this isn't fully clicked in, as you can see. If I push it, it just unclips. So that power plug is preventing this clip from going on all the way and making sure it's very secure in that. So going through some of the menus on this camera, we can see over here, if you press this button, once the recording stops, there we go. So we've got resolution, so you can look at the different resolutions. So you just press the OK button on the top right here, and then that will go in, and you can see the different ones, and you can move up and down with these two buttons here to choose different ones if you want. So that's the selections, and you press the 3-line button, which is that one there, again to go back. And then you've got your loop recording, so it will just keep recording over old footage. You've got your wide dynamic range, which is on and off, so I need to look what that is in the manual. Exposure, so that's exposure of the image. Motion detection, so that's quite nice. You can pick up motion detection if people are walking past the car. Microphone, if you want it on and off. The date stamp, so you can have that. Gravity sensing, so that would be any movement of the car, so that can go low, medium and high. Then you've got parking guard as well, so if there's a collision while you're parked, then that will start recording. And then if you go to the next menu, you've got your screensaver, so that will just go through to basically turning the screen off in that time limit there. Then you've got your frequency, so that's your 60 and 50 hertz, so we want to do that, so it's a bit less laggy if there is. Then the key sound, which I've got now, the beeping you hear. You've got your languages, your date and time, your picture and sound, so that's over there. So if you want that with the sound, and we go back, then we've got format, so we can format the SD card over here. And we can do that. We'll just do that, so we can format what's on there. So that's formatted. Then we can go back, and that's the menu. So yeah, so not too many menus to navigate, but on the top left you can see the camera is recording. It's got the loop recording, it's got the motion detection, the microphone is currently off. That's the time and date, which is, I haven't set that. And in the bottom right you've got your SD card, and then the time in the top, and your resolution as well. So when you click OK, you can change, once the recording's not happening, that red that you saw, when that goes off, you can then go into here and press this menu item, and it will start cycling through different screen displays and what you have, so you can maneuver through that. Then you can lock the screen as well, and you can also just switch it off like that, but it will still keep recording. And you can see my reflection there. But that's what that is there. Overall it's quite nice. The one thing again which is a bit of a bugbear for me is this here, this connector. So you can see if I put this connector in, because it's got a little piece of plastic which slides into here, so if I put that in, you'll see as I slide, watch the power cable, how it gets knocked and starts lifting out, but the clip isn't all the way in. So if I remove this, take the power out, it's just a pity there isn't a USB cable from your PC to one of these, because this is just the cigarette lighter one, so I can't really power it on from the PC. But that's there, and there you can see how far over that now goes. So now it's more secure and it's more clipped in. When driving with it, even with the power cable in, it's still secure. It doesn't fall out or anything like that. I did drive on a bit of a sand road that was bumpy, and that was okay. It didn't cause any issues. It didn't fall out. It's actually quite stable. The suction cup is very strong, and the camera is very light, so it's not going to weigh it down and pull it off, so that's fine. And the other thing I noticed is when the car is off, which I will do now, I'll turn the car off, you'll see the camera shuts down, and this camera boots up really quickly compared to some of the other dash cams that I've tested before. Those take some time to come on, and sometimes they don't always come on. And this is off the cigarette lighter, so I'm going to turn the key now and give it power. So the car has just got some lights on now, and there, that's the camera. So that's really quick, and there, it's already recording. So that's a very quick boot up time for this camera, so that's quite cool. That's one thing I do like about it. The other thing is the rear camera cable plug-in as well, so I've got that here. Now this camera comes with the rear one, which is this with some LED lights, and this you've got to secure to either the car with screws, or you've got some adhesive tape, which we've got. And it's also got a piece of this red cable here, which you can connect to your brake lights, so those lights will come on when you brake, so you can have that. And then this is the plug that goes in for this one here. So what I'll do is I'll put this, the thing is you need to put this in, you need to put your power in first, then put your cover, your clamp for the window with your suction cup, and then you can put this one in. So it's a bit of a mission getting them in, but once that's in, if that now can't really slide anywhere, as you can see, so it is secure and it is on. So now the rear camera is connected as well, and you can see it's just come on in the top right there, and that's maneuvering around. I'll maneuver it around, see if you can see me. So that's me. I'll move the cable, so that's me over there. So that's the correct way, if it's that way. So that's working well. I'll just need to connect it up in the back, and then we'll have that running as well. So as it plugs in, then it starts recording and picking up the rear camera as well. So yeah, overall it's all easy enough to set up, other than the cables not really fitting in nicely on the top, but other than that, maybe newer models can take that into account. So there's the microphone, a reset button if it stalls. I haven't had it stalling.
So this is the footage I got off the SD card. Now the SD card does not come with the camera, so you need to buy one, and it takes one that's 16 or 32 gigs. And it's yeah, the quality is actually quite good. The top left is the front camera, so that's 1080p, and the bottom right you can see is more square, so that's 720p. And yeah, the clarity is good. The only thing again is it doesn't have an app, so you have to take the card out and have a card reader to then download the videos, which is fine. And overall it works fine. You can see there's no jittering or lagging or anything like that. The cameras work really well. And for the price, again, it's actually quite a good camera. So if you're looking for a very affordable camera, this is a camera to get. I just want to say thank you to IBAYE for sending me this camera to review. I did enjoy it. It's actually a really cool little camera. It's so light. And yeah, if you guys like the video, please give it a like and share it, and also subscribe if you want to come back and see some more of my videos. Cheers.